Hi everyone! It is December 2023, December 1st, but I'm thinking ahead to next year's Project Pan, and I wanted to share my thoughts about it, so here we go. So I did my first Project Pan this year, which if you don't know is when you pick one palette to try and either use up or at least hit the powders at the bottom of each pan of eyeshadow. It's very satisfying. I have a whole playlist about it. I did an LA Colors purple palette that I've had forever, and I don't even remember when I got it. I have some lipstick swatches over here, and I have some very glittery eyeshadow swatches. They're going to be in my Profusion Cosmetics unboxing. I don't know if I'll have it out yet by the time this comes out. Oh, and on my lips, I was just feeling this like mossy green today. I have a Apocalyptic Beauty, this is an Amazon thing called Deadite that is a very like mossy green. It's kind of sheer though, and it rubbed off on the middle of my lips, so I added a Nicka K green lipstick called Sea Green. But anyway, I definitely had a lot of fun with the eyeshadow aspect of Project Pan. I'm not going to do a lipstick next year because I ended up hating the lipstick. I kind of already didn't like it, and it just became a chore. I love lipstick, and I just really want to be able to use them because I want to use them. Sorry, I've been sick for like months. I may do like a lip gloss or something that is versatile, like a clear lip gloss that I'm trying to use up. Because I could at least see through the tube and like measure that, and I'm weighing the product, so it should show up on that as well. I don't know, we'll see. But I wanted to run by my eyeshadow possibilities with you that I'm thinking of for next year. I think I know what I'm gonna pick, but this was my kind of thought process. So the first one that came to my mind was another LA Colors palette. I bought this to replace the one eyeshadow in the other LA Colors palette, which is still being sold, and somehow I missed that. But I got this one on Amazon before I kind of started this makeup obsession journey, because I thought it was going to replace one of the purples in the other one. It's like 5 years later, and I still haven't finished that one purple color, so clearly I didn't need a replacement. Also, this wasn't the color. It was nothing like the other palette. And then I kind of just haven't used it. I was using it to fill in brows a little bit when I was first experimenting with that. I also dropped it, so this color right here I actually had to collect and repress into the pan. I have a band-aid on my finger because the one day I decided to actually make dinner, I cut myself while slicing a potato. Like an adult. So just... I'm fine. The all purple palette, I had some issues. I didn't want to wear purple all the time. Like, I love purple, it's my favorite, but it was harder to have some versatility. This has clearly got some other colors in it. I've done a smoky eye look with this, and it actually turned out really well. I don't know if I recorded it, but it's in one of my unboxing videos. One of my videos. I'll link it. Obviously, you know, there's some blue and teal. This is kind of gold. LA Colors can be very powdery, but it can also be really nice eyeshadow. So I think I'm going to choose this one because I really want to use it up. I'm not using it. It's going to inspire me to use it. And I think, you know, I can use it for brows. I can use it for highlighter. I can use it for eyeshadow, obviously, or even nail polish. But I think it's going to be to just hit the pans in this and not to use it all up. It's 12 colors, just like the other one from this year. So I think I'm going to do that. The other ones, I got this little Lancome palette. I think it's said Lancome? Lancome. This was a gift. This brand is not cruelty free, so I don't know if I want to be talking about a non-cruelty free palette all year to kind of, you know, advertise for them. But look how it's a tiny little purple gradient palette with a white and black. Obviously, I just did a purple palette. However, that was 12 pans and this is 5. It would be so easy to use up. I mean, those little ones are like my pinky nail size. And black and white you use all the time. The black is very shimmery. I think the white is too, but it's harder to see it. I might kind of try to do this behind the scenes. It's so cute, but it's not cruelty free. And I think this is an old like sample or something that she was giving, you know, very generously giving away some of her old makeup. So pros, you know, it would be easy to use up, I think, or hit pan. But it's not cruelty free, and I just did a lot of purple looks, and this would definitely be, you know, basically purple. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think? The next one I kind of got really excited about and thought I was going to use it, but the friend who gave me this passed away, and now I don't know if I can part with it. It's an Ulta palette that has no name, and she just wasn't using it, so she gave it to me. This is what it looks like, and like even on the back it's got the shade names, but they don't have any, it's sort of shade names. It's this shimmer yellow, shimmer berry, shimmer plum, matte blush. Like, it's not really shade names, but there's 24 pans. They're small, and there's a lot of neutrals, and the pans are small. Like, this is my middle fingernail and it's like almost covering it. So it's versatile, and I've created some really cool looks with this already, and it has no name, so like I wouldn't even know how to look for it to rebuy it, you know? The Ulta brand is cruelty free. The Sephora one is not. Ulta is cruelty free. Unfortunately though, I can't stand Ulta for other reasons. I have a video about that. But I don't think I'm gonna do this, at least not next year. It's too soon for me. She died very unexpectedly, and she was only 38. She's a good friend of mine, and I don't think I can part with it completely. The next palette might surprise you. It's actually the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. This is another one that is not being made anymore, so why not use it up? You know, I can't replace it, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if I hadn't bought it. I kind of got a little too excited because look, it is a straight up rainbow palette. It is bright and gorgeous, but these pans are really tiny. Again, they're like fingernail sized. There's a like highlighter champagne-y shade, a black, and then like a greenish white down here. That's probably meant for highlighter. I don't need this because the very first palette I bought, I'll show you. It's my favorite palette of all time. And it's just gorgeous, and I love the formulas here. Some of these are very nice shadows, others are really sheer. So I don't like the formula as much. This brand isn't around anymore. They're small pans, obviously versatile here. There's 35 of these though. So even with the small size, could I do it? I don't know. I've thought about decluttering this palette, but I purchased it like no coupons or anything. Like, I purchased this. I bought this when I saved up for it. It was only like 20 bucks, I think, but I just was really attracted to it because of this one. But then I was like, no, I have two rainbow palettes that are, one's not as good as the other. I might try to do this another year and really challenge myself, because like I said, this is going to be only the second year that I'm doing Project Pan. I may hold off on that, but I want to know what you think. The other two are very small, and I may end up trying to incorporate them a little bit anyway. One of them is a little Wet n Wild palette that I could easily replace if I used it up. I really like this for like a pink halo eye. I think this is what I used for a halo eye video I have actually, but I dropped it and the white creamy highlighter shade broke and I couldn't fix it, or I didn't know how at the time, because I bought this pretty early on. I really like these colors, but these are only like $3, so I could hit pan in it and then get another one that actually has all 5 shades. I actually almost bought a replacement of this just because I was like, oh, but that one pan is broken, and then I was like, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Why? So even though it's like a color gradient kind of, it's still versatile enough that I feel like I could use it up. I mean, I could even use this for like a highlight probably. The pans are definitely bigger, but I don't know. This is one that I would replace though. It wouldn't just be to use it up, and I kind of want to like use up and make room for the other ones that I just got. Another one similar to that is an e.l.f. Bite Size palette. They're less similar than they look actually, but this is another one that I could repurchase, and it's $3. I think this is $3 as well, but they're both really decent shadows, and they've got, oh, I must have like have I hit pan in that one already. Maybe I should do this one. Oh, I must have cracked it with a fingernail or something. It looks very similar. It's like a pink gradient. It's just the 4 colors. This one's a little more peachy. It makes a nice halo eye. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this one. So you know, both of these were kind of contenders. This one's feeling a lot heavier. I know it's got the 5th pan in there, but geez, this might be a lot more product than I think. I don't know. I mean, I can use any of these whenever I want. I don't have to just use them for Project Pan. So I don't know. What do you think? The last one I was considering is another LA Colors palette. It's an 18 color palette. Look at this cute little thing. Look at how tiny these pans are. They're so tiny. I can barely get the applicator to fit in here. They're so tiny. This is like $1 at a dollar store, which makes sense. I just thought it was so cute. It's a lot of neutrals, pinks. That one bright orange just really pops. Other than it being cute, I just, that's the only reason why I got it. It's also like this vertical format, and like the shadows are pretty decent actually. So this one would be really easy to hit pan in, I think, just because they're so tiny, and there's so many colors that I really do think I could hit pan in everything in a year, especially with my nail polish trick and stuff that I made the videos out of. But this is just, these are colors that I could use every day in some part of my face. However, I just got it, and it's like, it was kind of like this isn't one that you see all over the internet. It's like, it just was at my dollar store, and I was like, that's so cute, and got it. Like, I don't know that I could replace it, even though it's $1, but I just like it. I fuss over it, and just, I'm like, you're so cute. So yeah, it's kind of obvious which one I'm leaning towards, but let's run through them one more time. All right, so the first one I was thinking about was this Day to Night LA Colors palette. Feeling pretty strongly that that's gonna be the next one, but pros of this one, I'm not really using it. It would be great to use it up. I wouldn't need to repurchase it or feel the need to repurchase it. It's versatile enough colors that I could get some bright eyeshadow looks and also use it on my face, and it's small enough that I think I could hit pan by the end of the year. The next little one was this teeny weeny little purple Lancome palette. It's cute, it's tiny, it's feasible to do, but I don't want to keep talking about that brand when I can't support them, and I did just do a purple one, and I could just do this behind the scenes. I don't know. Then I talked about this Ulta Beauty palette that is very versatile. It doesn't have a name, so I don't think it's replaceable, but it's connected to my friends, and I don't know if I can let go of it yet. She gave me a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but this is just kind of unique and reminds me of her. I think it's feasible though. I talked about the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, because again, this is one that I would use up and not repurchase, mostly because it's not made anymore, but secondly because I don't really need another one. I bought it for the pinks, honestly, because that You Can Be palette, which I have a swatch video of, it has one pink, and the pink doesn't really look pink when you put it on, but I ended up getting just pink palettes. So the pans are tiny, it's very versatile, and I would clear room on my shelf if I used this one up. Cons, this is going to be a challenge. And hi, I was wondering when you were going to talk. This might be like next year's or something, I don't know. I talked about the Wet n Wild and e.l.f. palettes. I might be able to switch these in at some point, especially if I hit pan in the other one. And I broke one in this, so, and if I used it up and really wanted another one, I could easily replace it. It's cheap, and it's still made, I believe. This one's called, by the way, it's called Petalette, and this one is called Rosewater. I really don't reach for this very much. I don't know why. Like, they're you know, similar, and they're both really nice. But the pans are bigger, and obviously there's not as many of them, and I might not realize just how much product is in here. And then this cutesy little thing that I just got, and I'm still kind of not over the novelty of it, but it is very small. The pans, I don't think it would take much to hit pan, and it's versatile and a lot of neutrals with the black and white and, you know, even a pop of color. But I just got it, and it's so cute, and it doesn't take up much space. So again, I might just wait on this one. So I think I'm pretty decided on this being the palette that I'm going to at least start with Project Pan next year. There's some other stuff that I'd love to use up, but we'll see if that happens. But this is, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one. But I don't know. Tell me down below what you would pick, what you think I should pick, what would work the best for these Project Pan videos, you know, like what updates, you know, would you look forward to seeing if I'm making progress on a whole big rainbow palette or just 4 little pinks? I don't know. I think that's all I have to say for this video. I might add some if, you know, I come up with some other products that I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna use this one up. Hey, so I forgot to mention for my future Project Pan next year that I wanted to put a blush in the mix. And particularly, I wanted to try to hit pan on this e.l.f. duo here. It's just kind of a nice peachy blush. I have it on today. It's also got a highlight in there. Honestly, I don't know if I can even hit pan in a highlight. Like, has anyone hit pan in a highlighter? But I'm gonna try. This is like $2 or $3 and there's a bunch of them, so I can repurchase it if I want. The other option for that though, I've had this makeup from when I was a kid. Somebody got me some, like, you know, eyeshadow, and there were like 2 old lipsticks, and there was like a blush palette. I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't really use it until like 2021 when I started getting involved in makeup. But there's, I don't know what brand it is, there's this little blush palette that's just been sitting around forever. This is very bright, as you can imagine. I often mix these two together, plus the pans are small enough that like it's kind of easier to just put your brush in both. This obviously is more of a setting powder. The only problem with using this one is that there's no brand. Like, I feel like when we use a palette to pan, we're kind of advertising for it because we talk about it over and over and over again. This one would be hard to talk about. I could do it, I don't know. Or maybe I'll do both. I'm kind of drawn to this one. I want this to be fun. I don't want to put a whole bunch of pressure on myself. So let me know what you think, and go check out our other Project Pan playlist for 2023. We have a lot of other art videos, we have a lot of other animal videos, and anything in between, kind of. So please like and subscribe, all the things that we're supposed to ask you to do. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Kat says bye too. Bye. You want to say bye? Come here.
Come here with your cute face. Come here. Oh, look. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, his blue eyes. They look red in the camera. I know. Oh, that's kind of bright for you. Here, get down. No, you're stuck to my sweater. Okay. All right. Bye.
Do I want to say anything else about that? What I wanted to run by, hold on, let me get comfortable. Do I have green on my teeth? I hope not. Can't really tell. So I think I'm gonna use this one up because this is, because it's not quite as, what's the opposite of versatile? They're definitely bigger. Oh, where did the other one go that I was, okay. 5 minutes. I love you so much. I do. His face is so cute right now. So, hello. I would purchase an yeah. Hi! You wanna go eat soon? Did you just wake up? You sleepy? You be quiet for a few minutes, okay? Hi. I'll be ready in a minute. An orange. Hush. So this is obviously, no, a bit earlier when I was like less. Ooh. Now that I've, so what am I doing?